Hello everyone and welcome back to another Ligue video. This time I will be talking about Matchday 24. The games are gonna be played on weekend as usual. And yeah, this weekend there are 10 games as always, and here are the standings. PSG leads the league with 5-point difference to Marseille, and Monaco is now third due to their win against PSG last weekend. So yeah, I'm not going into details. You can see here the points and probably know already, but yeah. So first game is going to be played on Friday 9 p.m. These are local times, so what the time is in France. Auxerre and Lyon play against each other. Last week I did the goal differences, so this time I researched how many goals each team has got in the top 5 leagues. So Ligue 1, Auxerre has scored 19 goals so far into this season, and as for Olympique Lyonnais, they have scored 35 goals. So yeah, Auxerre 19th place, 19 goals, correlates pretty well, and Lyon, even though they've scored 35 goals, which is quite good, well, they're still not very good in the standings. Well, yeah, they should get better, but or at least they've been better last season and seasons before, but not now. Then Saturday there are only 2 games on. One game 5 p.m. Nice faces Reims, 7th placed against 10th placed team. Nice has scored 30 goals and Stade de Reims has scored exactly the same amount, so 30 goals each. Yeah, this should be an interesting game. Balogun scored half of Reims' goals, so that's interesting. They should get more goals from other players if they want to continue climbing in the standings. But yeah, and as for Nice, well, they've kept clean sheets recently, so that's good for them. Then other game that's going to be played on Saturday is Strasbourg and Angers. Again, Angers plays, I believe they played last weekend against Auxerre, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, not very good teams so far into this season face each other in the 9 p.m. game. So I'm not sure how many people will watch this, but Strasbourg have scored 27 goals and Angers, they've scored 19 goals so far into this season. Then all the other games, 7 in total, are played on Sunday, probably due to the fact that at least like 4 French teams have been or will be in the UEFA competitions, maybe even more than that, in this week, UEFA Champions League and UEFA Europa League. Like PSG played against Bayern on Tuesday, and then there's at least Nantes plays against Juventus, and Monaco plays. I believe Monaco plays as well in Europa League, and Reims or Stade Rennais play against Shakhtar. So yeah, but to get to this match day, I got a little sidetracked. PSG and Lille play against each other, 1st and 5th teams. I would say this is probably the best game of this match day on the paper, but yeah, bit peculiar that it's 1 p.m. game, so quite early. So yeah, and obviously midday for the people in UK. So yeah, that's interesting that it's so early, because it's probably the best game out of these Matchday 24 games. But yeah, PSG has scored 55 goals, so not surprising. They've got Mbappe, Neymar, Messi and others. And as for Lille, they scored 40 goals, so not bad for them. But yeah, they're 5th, so they must have scored some goals. Then there are 4 3 p.m. games. Brest faces Monaco. Brest scored 24 goals, whereas Monaco scored 51. Monaco only 4 goals behind PSG now that they won 3-1 PSG last weekend. So yeah, and they scored 4 less goals than PSG, but they've got Ben Yedder who has scored 14, and there are many other good goal scorers. I believe Embolo has scored many for them also. Then Lorient and Ajaccio play against each other. Lorient scored 35 goals, had recent struggles. Ajaccio scored 18 goals, so yeah, not great for them. And yeah, I believe it might be the worst. I believe no one has scored less goals than Ajaccio with 18 goals. Angers and Auxerre both have scored 19, so yeah, they're the worst in terms of goals scored so far. Then Rennes and Clermont play against each other. Stade Rennais, we'll see how this one goes. I think they might drop points in this one because they have had their recent struggles, and they play against Shakhtar Donetsk in the Europa League on Thursday. So yeah, it might be it's only a couple of days between those games, so it might be a struggle for them. Rennes 42 goals and Clermont 24 goals. So yeah, Stade Rennais have scored quite many goals, even though they're struggling recently. But yeah, and then the last game that's gonna be played 3 p.m. Troyes faces Montpellier. Montpellier scored 34 goals, Troyes 1 less, and yeah, that shows in the standings Montpellier is 2 places ahead of Troyes. Then 5 minutes past 5, Lens faces Nantes. It's gonna be an interesting game because Nantes, I believe they've had 2 wins in a row. They played quite well recently, at least compared to the start of the season. And for Lens, well, they have had their struggles. So yeah, they were second at some point, if I'm not mistaken, but now they're fourth, and yeah, they're struggling a bit. They've scored 35 goals this season, whereas Nantes has scored 24. So yeah, we'll see how this match goes. And then the last game that's gonna be played 15-9, Toulouse and Marseille play against each other. Marseille, they are 5 points behind PSG because PSG lost last weekend, and yeah, in the last match day as well. And Marseille, they're looking to probably get to 2 points behind PSG, but I don't know how likely that is. But still, Toulouse, well, I think they're gonna give them a good challenge. They scored 39 goals this season, whereas Marseille 45 goals. So I believe 45 goals is third most goals scored behind PSG and Monaco, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting Matchday 24. I'm looking forward to PSG Lille and probably Toulouse Marseille the most. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What matches are you gonna watch, or are you gonna watch anything, and who do you think is going to win? And hit the like and subscribe if you would so like, and have a nice day.